Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're back with trending Funko Pop news, and we have 7 Funko Pops going up in value. Alright, so today we do have some pretty fun choices. I also want to make a note, I do look pretty tired. Woke up a little earlier than I usually do because it's Bailey's birthday today and I'm trying to get this video done before we go out to breakfast and a few other things. Anyways though, like I said, we do have a couple fun choices today, but as always guys, if you guys have noticed anything going up in value, let me know down below and I might put it in the next video. Now I do want to go ahead and ask the question of the day for today's video, which is, do you have a character in your collection that's just evil to their core? And I'm gonna go with Kid Boo. Definitely one of the most evil of them all. All right, let's go ahead and start off with Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we have Prince Zuko here. So this is the deluxe version where he kind of has the nation symbol in the back, flames around the base, pretty cool. Recent sales have ranged from as low as $11.50, I did find really one rather low one, up to $65, and then current listings of what I could find did range around $42 up to $76. So if I'm not mistaken, this one was on back order over at Entertainment Earth, but back order can mean many things. It means maybe it'll never come, or it has a very far out date, or it could be soon. But I did think it was worth noting that this one's gone up a lot and it's getting harder to find given not a lot of stock is out there right now. Plus we have the new Avatar project coming out that a lot of people are going to be very excited for, so I'm sure some of the other Zuko Pops might start to rise up too, maybe. Next up we have Sung Genu here, the mining exclusive from Child's Collectibles. Rather new exclusive, but I did want to give it about 2 weeks before I mention it in one of these trending videos. Estimated value around $125, and sales have ranged from $123 up to $150, a couple 140 sales in there too, and then current listings are actually a little bit higher than that. So I would say this one's more around the kind of 140, 150 range in my opinion. Now consider that Chalice didn't get the entire stock, so you know, it's not really 9,500 pieces over here. That's the entirety of the world. So it is possible, just like the other Sung Genu exclusive over at Entertainment Earth with the dual daggers, as the stock starts to dry up on this one, it could rise up even more, or it could go down. Something interesting I noticed though was that the signed and unsigned were relatively close in value. As you know, there are a decent amount of signed variations out there too, but I thought it was kind of interesting that I was noticing that both variations are relatively around the same price. Make sure to let me know in the comments below, were you lucky enough to grab one of these Sung Genus on Chalice's website? Next up, one of my followers did actually mention this one, and we have a Muppets pop of A Christmas Carol, and this is Bob Cratchit with Tiny Tim, estimated value around $65 there. So recent sales have been actually lower than that, interesting enough, but I will say it's still up from its original retail price, ranging from $15 up to $35, and then current listings of what I could find were actually higher. And this one's definitely getting hard to find. So I will say it's not necessarily at retail. Sales were still kind of low, like the recent ones. I think there's a couple higher ones mixed in there, but most of the listings that you will find are much higher on this one. So it's a little all over the place, but I would definitely say it's still trending up. And I'm not really surprised. Muppets is always popular. Doesn't matter the company producing the toy, people love their Muppets. Next up from Lord of the Rings, we have Theodin here, the Funko Shop exclusive, estimated value around $65. It did actually have a little bit of a jump from that $50 range there. Recent sales range from $70 up to $90, and then we also have current listings around $80 up to $100 nearly, with some of these over in Australia as well as United Kingdom, and there's actually a mix of special edition and official stickers here. So I couldn't find a lot of official stickers. I think I only found maybe like around 3, and then the special edition sticker there too. Same with Mercari. This one's just getting really hard to find. And in my opinion, this one's more around the $80 to $90 range versus the estimated value around $65 in my opinion. And as more stock dries up, I can definitely see this one passing $100 eventually. Now next up we have Chuck Norris, his one and only Funko Pop here. So the reason I wanted to mention this one in this video is just to warn you guys about pops inflated like these after a popular celebrity's passing. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. This includes an estimated value around $41. I've seen some recent sales higher than that, around $56 on a bid, up to nearly $90 there. And then current listings were actually ranging. You can still find some low around $50. Up to, again, almost $90. Now, technically, I've actually been watching the Chuck Norris pop for a while. I was thinking about putting it in a trending video a little bit ago, but it just wasn't going up enough for it to be worth a mention. However, now, obviously, it's in the video because of his recent passing. But like I said, I thought it was important to mention in this video. People are gonna list it for crazy prices. You're probably gonna find a couple deals too. But all in all, if you really want the character and you don't wanna pay an obscene price, I think it's worth waiting a certain period and prices will go down. Of course though, the only running issue here I will say is that this is Chuck Norris's only pop technically, so it could have the opposite effect and just continue to go up. However, in most cases, when prices are inflated, they eventually do come down, so I think it's worth waiting. Okay, next up for One Piece fans, we have the Monkey D. Luffy Wanted poster here. So this one's actually around the $80 to $90 range, jumped up to $95, and then you can see recent listings around $140, $199, $150, and $135, and then recent sales around $100. So based off the recent sales, this one's actually had about a $15 to $20 price increase, and then current listings have it priced significantly higher than that original range. Now this Luffy poster has fluctuated a lot in the past, so it very well could go down again in the future, but I thought it was worth mentioning for now that it's definitely rising up again, I'm assuming due to scarcity. Now guys, our final selection today comes from Solo Leveling, and we have the Tank Chase from the Funko shop. So estimated value around $150 there. You can see where the line jumped up recently from that $100, $120 range. Recent sales range from $180, $200, and $137 on a bid. And then there was a combo listing of the regular, exclusive, and chase. Usually the regular one's going around $15 to $20, so we could probably call that a $180 sale. Now guys, as far as recent listings, kind of the same range, I found pretty much around $200. This one's getting pretty hard to find. I don't think Funko released a ton of stock for it, but it's the same as the Iron Glow Chase. For some reason, there was like a stock shortage on both of these. So it's not entirely surprising that most of the Solo Leveling wave is going up when you've had a few LEs in there like Tusk and both Sung Genus, and then both the exclusives with the Glow Chases haven't had a ton of stock release, and we have yet to see a restock. Now, will they restock these? Funko Shop exclusive, very popular license that they're actively trying to put more stuff out of. I think it's a very high possibility. But I don't want to automatically say, hey, this is going to happen, and then it doesn't happen and you guys are disappointed. So keep in mind, there's a chance for a restock, there's a chance for it to not restock, but I think it's pretty interesting that so far Funko has not restocked it yet. That aside though, let me know if you guys own Tank here and what do you guys think about the price. Well guys, that wraps up today's trending Funko Pop news update. Make sure to let me know in the comments below if you guys own any of the pops we talked about today. I don't think I actually own anything from today's video. Yep, I don't own anything. I don't collect Solo Leveling, I don't have Avatar Pops anymore, and then I decided against the Wanted poster set. Yeah, personally guys, I do not have any of these Pops in my collection, but let me know if you do. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. Of course, if you did enjoy, hit that like button down below, especially if you want to see more of these, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to go ahead and end off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested, want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.